Chief Architect's a great program. We all know that. It's very powerful, and there's just a ton of things you can do with it. In fact, you can draw just about anything you want with it. I've been using the program for over 17 years now. I've trained thousands of people, and it's a joy to use, and it's amazing what you can produce with Chief Architect. And what I want to discuss here real quickly is the Chief Experts Training DVDs, because there is so much to learn about Chief Architect. I wanted to make it available to everybody, and so what I do at Chief Experts is offer my online training, and as I work I record those classes, and we've made those classes available to you on the training DVDs. Now we have two DVDs available right now, the X1 and X2. So what you can do in this one, that with the X1 you have a lot of different things on this DVD, and it doesn't really matter which version of Chief you're using, because so much of what I talk about on this DVD is the way you use the program, not as much as the buttons you push, although both of them are on there. So real quickly, when you pop the DVD into your drive, you'll notice that there's some buttons here. The buttons on the left are basically what you would use to just get the DVD set up on your computer. And then over here on the right we have a series of buttons here, and if we look at the X1 series, we do have a complete series of training here, and all you have to do to watch any of these is to click on any of the links, and you can open up one of the videos, and everything is indexed and easy to navigate, so you can easily get through the different topics within the DVD. So that's just on how to use Chief Architect. Now if we get into this a little bit further, we've got a few different series here. We've got the Chief X1 working drawings. This series runs you through the steps necessary to create a set of working drawings from Chief Architect, because as everybody knows, it can be fairly complex. It's a fairly complex process, and we've got it covered in detail here. Again, doesn't really matter which version of Chief you're using. And many of the classes also come with a PDF handout, so you'll be able to print some of these out and take notes on them. So you'll have those available for you to use throughout the course of the training. There is a series here on using graphics with Chief Architect, a series on how to create a split level. Get into a lot of detail here, and a lot of these classes include samples that you can open and look at on your computer. If we go to the next screen, you'll have a bunch of individual seminars that you can use to enhance your design skills. How to measure an existing house, how to do platforms and levels in Chief, a class specifically on that, a series of courses specifically on doing roofs, adding 3D framing to your plan. If you're going to show the 3D framing in your remodeling plan, this is an excellent class. Tips to draw plans faster, tips for layouts and working drawings, selling and profiting from your design business. We've got courses that cover the different aspects of setting your mindset so that you make the profits that you deserve to make on your remodeling on your design projects, not just remodeling. So that's what's on that. We also on the DVD have different plan examples, so you can open these different plans on your computer and look at them. Some of them are templates. Now on the X2 DVD, it's a course that was specifically created to show you how to use Chief X2, and these courses are very tight, they're very quick. We cover just a ton of information in a short period of time. So if you really set your mind to it and you're using Chief X2, you could literally sit down, go through these one series at a time, and you could learn how to use Chief Architect on your computer. And when you click on a link, it's going to open up a window in your browser that's going to display the video. And when you click on it and display the video, you will see it here, and you're also going to have a listing of all of the items within that particular video available to you by clicking the little index button on the bottom right hand corner. And you could skip to any part of this series at any time simply by clicking on the index. Very slick, very straightforward, and it really makes it easy for you to get through the different training classes in Chief. Let's get out of that. So as you can see, there's a lot of information here. The X2 DVD does include over 30 hours of training on Chief Architect. There are support files and printouts that you will have available that you can use for as you're watching the tutorials. Again, you can print out these different handouts, have them available, and there's also some sample plans that you can use along with the training. So again, that's a little bit about the X2 training series. I really welcome you to check out chiefexperts.com. There's samples on the site so you can get an idea of how the training works. There's testimonies on the site. You can see that we've trained hundreds and hundreds, actually thousands of different people on the use of Chief Architect that have really benefited from the training so that they're drawing plans faster, with more confidence, with more detail, and just really making the program work for them and their business so they're making maximum profits with the program. So again, this is Dan with chiefexperts.com. Thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoy the Chief Architect training that we offer here at chiefexperts.com and in the Chief Experts DVD training series.